Okay, it's already 5. So, and we're starting our session.
I'm gonna jump in again one more time.
Yes, that's okay. Okay, so the link is shared with our participants, and I can start talking, and I can start talking about some introductory words and about the program in general. So, good evening, dear ladies. Good evening, dear participants of the She Builds the World program. As usual, I'm Oksana Tatarina, and I'm project manager at Riggedy Girls. And again, one more time, the last time, sadly, we're here today and to finalize this amazing digital literacy program. Of course, it's always a pleasure to welcome you here, either you're with us online or you're watching this session at the recording. Well, it has been a long journey. So we already completed lots of sessions, right? There were lots of sessions on design thinking, on e-commerce, on project management, on team communication, on website development and website development basics, then social media marketing, and of course, e-commerce, cybersecurity, what else? A lot, yes, data analytics for decision making, then amazing session about modern technologies. And yeah, we've learned a lot about Web3 and cryptocurrency. And today we're gonna just place not the dot, but semicolon probably about how to build your personal brand online. Well, and I'm happy to introduce to our virtual stage the amazing lady, an amazing influencer, great speaker, a personal brand, business growth, and leadership coach, Yeva Draznitsa. Well, this is gonna be a very interesting and inspirational session. I do really hope it will. I know it will be. So definitely you will learn about lots of things today, and among them some key and essential like strategies how to establish an authentic presence online, and what a personal brand is, and what it means in today's digital world. And I hope to hear some practicalities, some tips and tricks on how to present yourself in a unique way in some social media probably, or some other online platforms, keeping your strengths and keeping your unique characters. Of course, mentioning some tools, services, maybe platforms or something digital, so you could use those services later for your personal branding purposes. And I'm here to give the mic to you, dear Yever. Please. This virtual stage is yours, and I'm here to assist you, whatever is needed.
Perfect. I was just double checking if my connection is stable so we can serve everybody. I hope the sound is good.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
you just let me know if we have any interruptions in the broadcasting. So I hope we are smooth. We have smooth sailing tonight. Hello, everybody. I'm super glad to have you all here. Even if I don't see you, I feel you. And Oksana is going to be my my bridge connecting you with me. And today I'm going to share my experience and my, you know, how to say, unique view on this topic, because there is no one best answer. There is no wrong answer. There is just experience which we collect, and this is topic which I have been related quite a lot. And so I will share my screen now and put the presentation so we can start. Yeah, I'm really happy and honored to be a part of this movement, of this program, and we are part of the digital literacy program tonight as well, continuing the learning, our learning curve. And today's topic is going to be about personal brand, how we can build it online. Because the one thing is how we engage with people with whom we can meet on the street, in our work, in our society. But the other thing is that we can leverage this digital space and actually build trusted relationships online and present us, or it's our individual personal brand, or it's our company brand together with our individual brand. So I'm really happy to be here. And my name is Ieva Drazniece. I come from Latvia, which is in Northern Europe. And presently, I'm LinkedIn business coach already for I would say more than 4 years. But my experience with communication and building brands and marketing brands and developing brands is being connected already, I would say, almost 27 years. It's quite a lot. I started early, but I have some years behind me. And in mind with today's topic, personal brand online. How would I describe for myself what it is? First, I think the brand is story, because behind each brand, or its personal brand or its business brand, there is story. It's our values, it's our mission, purpose, idea, something good we want to deliver to world, and change we want to make, an impact we want to create with our presence. So I think brand is story, and personal brand is your story. So there is no other brand story as your personal brand. It's just unique. So also this story today is from my perspective, and it can be something that you can use. It can be impulse for you, but it doesn't mean that it's only black and white and there is no other alternatives. So this is something for you important to understand, that it's your story, your unique story. And when we speak about online, so it means that it's your story at scale. This is how we can scale your story. And this is how we can tell people that you are here to do something great, help them, inspire them, and change their life for better. So let's dive into this story. If you want to connect with me or follow me on social media, here is the QR code. Maybe it's convenient for you to use your cell phone, so you can grab your QR code scanner and use it. It will go to my, I would say, small web page where all the social media has been linked together. So it's very easy to see all the social media platforms I use, and you can find me on platform which is most convenient for you. So if we are speaking today about digital, so I need to show you how it looks. So we land on my just landing page, which you can create as well. It's a free source. Today is about sourcing, so how we can leverage our personal brand and use sources to put our brand online. So I use this source, which is Beacons, and you can create all the links for your social media or the contacts you want. Do some introduction, do some links, insert some media, some podcasts, some, I don't know, some actual information, some product service information, some recommendations, something very practical for other people to get to know you better. So this is my QR code. You can make the same. And you can use any free platforms which can allow you to leverage, you know, combining all of your social media so people easily can understand where they can reach you. So it's more like business card. Today's topic is your online personal brand. I will share you my story, and then we can go more detail on some practical things as well. This picture is quite, how to say, common. Maybe the elements we see on the picture is quite common for my region, because we have very beautiful nature, a lot of woods, a lot of nature, and in fall we have a lot of mushrooms in our fall season, and I really love walking in the forest and being close to nature, and also collect mushrooms. And one day I was walking the forest. I had my sweater where I always change the letters, and that day I had the sweater with lettering personal brand, and I had this basket where I started to collect mushrooms. And I didn't know that I will use this picture 2 years later for this presentation, but I found it reasonable to be here with this picture today and tell you the story that actually our personal brand and online personal brand is like this basket of mushrooms, or it can be berries, it can be flowers, but you collect it along the way. It's not like that one day you don't have personal brand and the other day you have it. You build your personal brand day by day, year by year, and just add more, maybe some other tools, maybe other platforms, other formats. But it's growing every day, and it's always fulfilling, and new experiences come together. So I will tell you a little bit of my story, and it will help you to understand how we build our personal brand and how it grows stronger and how to build it more authentic and how to scale it. And, let's dive in. Oksana, how is everything happening on the YouTube?
Amazing. This is
Oh,
amazing. So awesome.
okay.
Let's continue.
Yeah. So I will start my story with my dad. Here is my dad. There is always somebody behind some story, and I was thinking, okay, my story started with this, so who gave me this first impulse? And it was my dad. Here in the picture, I'm the oldest daughter, and there is my youngest sister as well, but my dad put me on skis. I don't know if you know what is snow. Some of you know, but in our region, we have snow in winter season. And my dad put me on skis when I was one year and a half. So this picture is already when I'm 10 years old. I'm jumping this trampoline. I really enjoy the winter time. I really enjoy winter snow fun activities, skiing, making snowmans, just going out in the nature, in forests and so on. But I didn't know that this love for the snow, activities on the snow, being in nature and being active will lead me to some other professional activities in my future. I became a little bit older. I found my first job when I was 18, but my passion is still ongoing. So I met my friends, and we started to do something which is more like a hobby, but it became professional hobby because it is Latvian Snowboard Association. It means the official organization to promote the sport, the lifestyle. So I was responsible for communicating with international organizations, allowing to accreditate our national events, help our national athletes to go to other countries, really put my, hands to help to promote this sport. It was really related to communication, but I didn't know where it's going to lead. So more things to happen. Eva is still a youngster. She's drinking beer here and having fun with friends. But the idea is actually that from the snowboarding, we developed more events towards the community. We started to create events for the active lifestyle, for the street activities, skateboarding, BMX, everything together. We also started to develop skateboard parks, snowboard parks, indoor parks, outside parks with all kind of different other enthusiasts. So it was kind of really, really fun. And, these activities, they start to build together bonds, and they start to build together relationships, and you don't know where you gonna go with these ideas and with those people. And for me, it happened to build my first business together with my friend. I know you live in different continent, maybe, but some maybe in this call are also from Latvia, and somebody maybe recognizes where the street is. So in 2001, it's 23 years ago, me and my friends, we established this kind of brand, which is Boards LV. I love to see Oksana's face. So yeah, it was 2001, December 7. I remember we opened the shop in the middle of the day because the friends couldn't wait for us to open the store. They just, they were dragging the doors of the store and asking us to open them. But it's actually the lifestyle store, which is to support the young people, to be always able to have the best equipment, but also provide a lot of input to develop community, support events, support athletes, and develop all kind of activities towards different kind of sports. What I love from this time is that I had this opportunity to pursue and convince so many international brands to come to our small region. Our region is super small. My country is like super, super small. But we had this courage and this enthusiasm to convince those world-known brands to come to our country, and also Baltic states. And I don't know, we can watch something. I will show you the snow. Maybe there is something. This is our snow. Oh, yeah. And one thing is this really what I remember, the trust from the brands that we started to represent them, and in a way that they approve it, like with events, with influencer marketing, with supporting community and young people. But we also supported athletes, which I'm now really happy that some of the guys are in world teams, like really global world teams, like Madar Sapsa. He's skateboarding, but he's not in this picture. But some of the guys are world-known skateboarders, and now they promote the lifestyle globally. And this is good feeling that, 20 years ago, you have supported some 12 years youngster, but now he's, promoting the sport and supporting and encouraging people, young people are all around the world. So this is really good feeling. But moving on, I opened this store together with my boyfriend, and sometimes it happens that we don't continue our relationships with our business partners, especially if we are a couple. So I left the business, but I always go there because we are good friends. We surf or snowboard. It doesn't change. Other side of me is the creative one. Again, thanks to my dad, he's photographer, and thanks to my mom, she's fashion designer. So this creative side showed up without the notice, because sometimes we can think of our business idea like really sitting, at home and drink tea and get mad because we don't know what to do next and how we can earn money and what's our purpose. But then sometimes you just go with the friends in a river, you take the boat, you get bored because it's a lot of sun and you don't know what to do, you cannot take pictures, and you just found the water lily, which I did. It was 2014, and I made the bracelet on the river. And then I thought, okay, I will take this water lily bracelet back home and think, how can I create the product from it? So this is how my idea of the bracelet came. And it was time when actually social media became more active. For me, it was Instagram. 2014, it was beginning of the Instagram era, but it was still not the era when influencer marketing was very actively supported by the brands. Brands mostly gave products, but the influencers didn't receive much of the money for their work. So that was a time when influencers really were supporting the brands just to have some, collaborations, some appearances, some partnerships, but it didn't mean that we paid those people. But for me, the good thing was that this product was really loved by the girls, and girls wear the product and made the pictures by themselves. And they posted on social media. So I didn't have to pay any models or create any photo sessions. These are local influencers, local friends, local people who, like celebrities even. Oksana maybe recognize some girls here. But these pictures are made by themselves because they really enjoy the concept, that this is something for yourself to feel free and, wear it anytime and just, feel happy. So it was a great idea and a great experience to feel the power of social media, actually, because I didn't do any promotion for this brand, and it was really popular at that time among the girls. And what is really nice that many girls, they still wear the bracelet, even if it's 10 years later now, they still wear it. So this is what I experienced, that sometimes, the good things come to us without the notice. So we always have to be aware that don't give up on any impulse, because you don't know how you can develop the impulse and how it will develop like a brand. It's just learning. Then I had one more experience. I love the Oksana's face. You are my support team. So here in my country, we have a brand which is called Madara. This is our organic cosmetic brand. One moment, not the right logo. Maybe you also have seen it on TikTok or Instagram or somewhere. I was part of the Madara team for a couple of years, and Madara is organic cosmetics and body cosmetics, hair cosmetics, makeup. So all this content as well is made by, influencers, by people, by company. It's mixed. My role in the company was the customer service. So I was more like at the end of the communication to make sure that the brand love is even growing because of the great customer service. So it was a short time in my professional career when I was employee. It was a really short time, but it was a great experience to understand that brand love and brand communication is not only in the marketing office, but it also in the customer service chair, that you can really take care of the brand, take care of the clients, and really make sure that you build brand love from the customer service desk. So it was a really great experience. Moving from there, those who love chocolate, maybe love sweets, love chocolate. This is a company which is quite old. I had this opportunity to work on social media as an in-house marketing person in this company. I will show you the Instagram. Laima is the national trophy, old brand, more than 150 years old. It provides chocolate, all kind of sweets, all kind of goodies. People love to give those as a gift. People love to receive those as a gift. It's more like a tradition. It's more like a symbol. And it's also the symbol of our country. Quite often people go abroad and they take something from this brand, like a present, like a good feeling. So I had this, privilege to work not only with this brand, but the company who owns the brand now, the Norwegian company, they bought the many brands here in Latvia. There are also other brands with other sorts of products. So I had this opportunity to work with more than 10 brands at the same time, and just to support the social media presence. So the learning from here is that, even if it's old brand and you are close to the brand, you always shape the tone of voice of any brand you touch. It's not that a brand has its own tone of voice. It's always the people who are, close to the brand. They kind of influence the tone of voice, and you can influence the tone of voice on anything that you touch, and this is the beautiful thing, that actually not the brand is talking to you, but people behind the brand are talking to you. So this was really interesting, when you read your post on Facebook or Instagram, but you know that this is you who have written the post, or your friends or your colleagues. It was a really different combinations. We used agencies and our internal resources, so anything, but it was really, really great to have this, experience that you are responsible for, again, for some brand reputation, but in different angles, so in initiating communication. And moving from there, we move more further. My lifestyle is still active. I still focus on my lifestyle because work is work, but what you love and where you find your heart is present. And now I'm not only like a teenager with my friends, but now I'm mom with my daughters. So I still continue to do what I love, or it's snow, or it's water. Here it's just water pictures, but we enjoy this lifestyle together. It's like a present for me, we have something in the chat. Okay, I understand your comment. It's great. You're my support team. So yeah, and I took my lifestyle to the next professional step. I moved to LinkedIn platform as a support for the LinkedIn platform users, business owners, teams, professionals, to help them with their career development, with business development steps. So, but I took my authentic tone of voice, how I write here. I took my lifestyle to this platform. I also post videos and photos of me being active on the professional platform. I don't hide it. It's who you are, and it should be present everywhere where you are. So this is LinkedIn. For those who don't know, this is kind of platform where you can have a quite interesting news feed, which is from the company perspective, from people perspective. There are ads. It's very interesting and engaging content, which you actually shape by your choice. So it's really traditional social media approach that with your engagement, you shape the feed you receive. But it also has personal and company page profiles, the same like on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. So you have your page. And on my page, when I see my activities, I just see my activities, you're going to see that there's a lot of images when I'm running, walking, jumping, skiing, snowboarding, and I'm collecting mushrooms. So I take this active lifestyle, love for nature, being with my family, being outdoors. I take with me, and it shows up somewhere in between the lines. So you don't have to pretend someone else when you are in professional environment and when you are building your brand online, because maybe your authentic persona is very interesting for other people, because this makes you unique, and this is what helps people to understand who you are and how you are built. So, sometimes it's ski, sometimes it's running, walking. It can be different things. Mainly walking, running, but sometimes also from the skiing and so on. I can put you one actually video where I tell why LinkedIn for me.
Latvia, I had this beautiful question last night. Why to be on LinkedIn? Why to choose? And the answer can come really from my heart. The people. People are those who share their experiences, their personal side, their hobbies, interests, their pains, their struggles, the things they care for, they stand for, and this makes me feel more connected with those people. We build trust to each other, and this also really truly opens the door to the further actions. This is Eva from Riga, Latvia.
So
I had this.
we are going in the loop, but yeah. So I moved to this professional platform. I will shortly also tell a little bit more about it. But what I learned and why I stayed on this platform is actually the curiosity for the people, and people will play even more serious role in my professional development and my brand development, that actually you understand that how you engage with other people makes difference, and it opens new opportunities, new ideas, new collaborations, new partnerships. And you never know how you develop the brand, because your brand, it's not only about you yourself, but it's about you as a part of socium, a part of other people's lives, because with your brand you make an impact to other people's lives. And so it's one collected. It's not that you are alone there like superstar. You cannot do anything with your brand without other people. You need to help somebody. You need to see those smiling faces that you have done something good for other people, and this is the value of your brand. So I got curious on other people on this platform. I came 6 years ago originally when I was looking for the next job. There were two friends of mine who told me, Eva, if you want to find a new job, you need to go to LinkedIn, open your profile, and then you will find a new job. I was like, okay, I will follow your guidance. I will do it. I went to the LinkedIn platform. I opened my profile, and I was looking for this new job, but the new job didn't come to me. So I was like, okay, what is it? And then I started to look around, see those people posting different sorts of information. I saw their profiles. I was getting curious what's happening. And then one time I was watching one video outside LinkedIn on YouTube, actually. I was, at that time, I was interested in process optimization, how to make, different things more effective in between the departments, so we can really be good service for our clients. And I watched this video, which was made by a professional in the field. She was a big boss in region for the logistic processes. And I was thinking, what if I write her on LinkedIn, like personal invite with connection message? I want to say thank you for this video. It was useful for me. And I was like, I remember this time my hands were shaking. I was like, how can I write this big, professional, serious person on LinkedIn? And I sent the message. And after 2 minutes, I see the message reply. I was like, wow, it's really possible? People reply to you? And she wrote me, Eva, thank you very much for your kind message. I'm really glad that, my video was helpful for you. If you have any needs, feel free to let me know. I'm happy to help you. I was like, wow. This is the LinkedIn platform. This is where you can reach people if you have good intentions, if you have this personal approach. I don't say that you can reach everybody. From today's perspective, I know you cannot reach completely everybody, but still you can reach a lot of people in terms of maybe not the quantity, but you can reach those people whom you really wish to reach and who would benefit from knowing you. So if you send connection requests on LinkedIn, I suggest you kindly, please send the message together with the request, not only connect button, but also the message, why you are inviting the other people to connect. So they understand what's your intent, what's your motivation, and how you both together can really build, some trusted relationships in the future. So this is why I stayed on platform. I really saw that it's amazing people. You can really make good connections and build something from that. So I started to build something from that. I will tell you what's interesting about LinkedIn. I saw myself here as a minority because I'm 46 years young, and I saw, my audience is only 20%. It's really active business and career focused professional network. So it's very interesting to be here, to see how brands develop themselves, how professionals develop themselves for career, for the business, for the finding investors, finding partnerships, building relationships with your existing clients, finding new clients, attracting new talent to your company, attracting your employer if you are an employee. So there are a lot of different goals, but it's really interesting to see. And what is even more convincing is this new data from 2024, but It's about the trust. Yellow is confident and red is not confident, which I found on a very trustable resource, which is Hootsuite. They monitor a lot of platforms and they combine all kind of data, but this data was interesting for me just to see how brands, perceive the platforms and how serious they take them and where they're gonna, put their efforts, marketing efforts, branding efforts, and where we should be like in focus, as a professionals individually. So it's very interesting to see. What is important thing that I have understood from LinkedIn perspective, and in terms of, in general, building your brand, that you cannot go out in the world with the idea that you want to promote yourself. Just my self-promotion. I want to sell. I want everybody to know my product. Me, me, me. Me, me, me doesn't work because you have to first give something. Show people they can trust you, they can leverage something that you care, you have some value you can provide, they can learn, they get inspired, you can empower them, you can really be their friend and support and go-to person. And this self-promotion should stay like the last one as from the goal perspective. So being support is number one. And it can lead you to many interesting opportunities. You never know. Like, I know those who use Facebook, you should know that there is a congratulation opportunity to your friends with a birthday. The same is on LinkedIn. And sometimes you can send birthday greetings to your community, and you never know where it leads you. I sent birthday greeting to my partner almost 4 years ago, January 8th. And we started work together on international projects. So it's just birthday greeting. I'm here in the team, but when I go to my profile and I check this experience section, which we're gonna see, I have marked here, LinkedIn helped me get this job. Because I sent the birthday greeting to my partner, we decided to start some projects, and this is how we became like a larger team, and we work on international projects. So it's a lot of experiences I've found on LinkedIn. I'm guest lecturing, visiting lecture. Also, Riga Tech Girls is also experience from the LinkedIn. There are a lot of experiences I've really gained from being active here, like part of the trainers. Also, I haven't mentioned RigaCom, tech conference experience. So many experiences can really come, opportunities from being close to your community and paying attention. Not only just thinking about me, but thinking about them. So this is where we move on. Oh no, I want to move on the next slide. So, but we also enjoy this community because they become our friends, and we make friends not only with our clients and our prospects, we make friends with different people, because those different people, when we think about social media algorithms, those different people, when they like what we do and they enjoy our content, for example, they vote with their screening minutes, with their likes, with their hearts, with their comments, with their saves, follows, and so on. And what it means for the algorithm, when your friends start to like your content and your presence, they start to help you to scale your brand awareness. They start to scale your presence. And if you have friends who have big following, anytime when they come to your content and they really love what you do, they bring your posts to their large communities. And this is how you scale your brand, through your friends. But first you have to build this trust. First you have to build those relationships so those people understand that you are trustworthy, that you are authentic, that you provide interesting content, and you're friendly. You're not only waiting their like, so to become popular among their community, but you are also supporting them. and their content. So they really trust you. A fun fact, here are different really interesting people, like financial experts who are singing, cybersecurity experts who organize a conference on the snow and promote it with like snowboard, but head in the snow. There are sales trainers who dress like Batmans or promote it through comedy. And there's a lot of interesting people here, but they have huge following and really trusted communities behind them. And anytime they join your posts, your activities, because they trust you, this is the moment when they help to scale your brand to other communities, which you cannot do alone. So friendships are very, very important. And you also start some collaborations with your community. You never know what kind of projects you start to engage and what kind of new experiences you learn, because you can, for example, start to do live conversations together with your community from all around the world. Maybe you are in one country and they are in completely other side of the world, but you can create really good content together and scale. This content goes to different platforms at the same time. It goes to different communities at the same time, and you can really have good time, you know. This is just
what you said about the verification which you get from the community.
It's just an example how some serious faces. I'll show some more examples.
And we are live. When you look at this banner, it's
my colleague Nuriesa. She lives in Philippines. There are many different examples how I connect with friends from all kind of, you know, sides of the world. We meet in these live conversations. We stream these live conversations on different platforms at the same moment, like maybe YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. I don't know who wants to stream to X, who wants to add Instagram. You know, there's a lot of opportunities how you can simultaneously stream the live to different platforms. So this is about scaling, again, scaling your brand. And I scale to my platforms and Nuriesa scales to her platform. So make it double. So it's like multiple platforms, multiple communities at the same time. What else you can get from this is that you learn to have this large content, which you can, after, use always for small snippets, make it like vertical videos for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, you know, or make it like quadrants for, I don't know, Instagram posts, or always track people back to these long format videos, you know. Make some short posts, but always invite them to hear the whole conversation. So it's a good reusable evergreen content you can create together and have these conversations with your community. And those conversations can be in video, those conversations can be in audio. So there's a lot of, you know, opportunities, and everything is for free, but you can always upgrade any platform for paid version and get some more extra bonuses, some extra features. So it's not always about money. It's more about being courageous to experiment, start something new, and always leverage that you have built some trusted relationship with people. And social media online offers you these experiences that you can build your brand presence and scale it. Because build your brand presence online means scaling. You can build your brand in your community, in your street, in your school, in your work, but online means that it's about scaling. So we talk a lot about scaling tonight. What else? In terms of scaling, sometimes you open your feed, you don't know anything, you just have a good night, and in the morning you see somebody has made a post about you. And then I was really happily surprised that there is such company which is called Favicon. They are having large database of influencers and brands. Brands look for the influencers and influencers look for the brands. It's like a marketplace, you know, for all the community to reach each other. So they made a post about 70 new countries joining this Favicon database, and Latvia, my country, was one of them. And there was post about 20 people who are top creators on LinkedIn from Latvia. Our prime minister was number 1. Our president was number 3 or 4. And I was happy to be number 11. So it was really fun to be on this post. But when you go to Favicon, you can have like really free access to, you know, find all kind of different creators and different fields. And when I use the filters like Latvia, LinkedIn, marketing, sales, then I will gladly see still doing good job. It's motivation for me to keep going, you know. So you can use this Favicon and use all kind of filters and see from whom you can learn, you know, what are they doing. It's a good way to explore what's happening. I was really, really happy to see it. It just means that something that you do right. And, you know, it's not about being, I don't know, famous or something. It's just about that you do it right, that you can reach more people and really help more people. And this is our brand goal online, is really to scale what we do and show people that we are here. It's always about giving something free, you know, because it's about joining different communities. And those communities can be in person. It's not only about online, but it's about also going in person. But you can find these possibilities online. You know, first you find them online, but then you go in person. But then from meeting in person, again, you meet new people back online. So it's like a full circle, but it's really nice to go out in communities and do some, you know, some giving some support, some training, some encouragement, and it really comes back. And you never know which way it comes back to you and when it will come back and what new ideas it will bring. So it's about supporting your community. And when you do things online, people start to notice you and trust you, and they start to offer you partnerships, which means that, for example, here is one training company. I started to collaborate recently, and they have different professionals who collaborate with them, and they do trainings, professional trainings for their organization. And I was really happy we started this collaboration. Where's the video?
Čau. Mani sauc Ieva Drāzniec, esmu biznesa trenere LinkedIn platformā, iemācu profesionāļiem un komandām izmantot efektīvi šo biznesa vidi, lai sasniegtu jūsu biznesa mērķus. Ikdienā tiekos ar profesionāļiem un komandām un saprotu, ka ir liels izaicinājums, kā radīt uzticēšanos, kā mērogot sasniegt klientus, kā radīt šo te atpazīstamību, lai klienti pie jums nāk ātrāk, vairāk un jau
Sorry for Latvian. But yeah, you can check the company online, and they provide very respectful, you know, professionals collaborate with this company, and they provide different courses. I train on LinkedIn topic as well as social media strategy topic. So I'm really happy. You know, you never know whom you meet and how you develop this. So again, having your brand, you always have it. But making it online, you can start anytime. You can start today, and you never know where it leads you, what kind of, you know, projects, ideas it will give you. It also give you idea, you know, that people see you as a potential thought leader that can really have an influence for more people and invite you for interviews like here. This magazine is On Flight magazine. We have this local national flight company called Air Baltic, and they fly all Europe and all the other countries. So it was really nice to be on this flight magazine for the whole year, for the whole month, and travel with people while they are travel. They can read something valuable, and I was happy that my you know, this interview was available for people, and they can really learn something and make it more practical for them. And these activities on social media may lead to other people really trusting you and inviting you to become teacher, workshop provider, lecture provider. And it's something that I really feel it's a big responsibility when not we only train or help adults, but when I go to the student courses and I meet students and I meet school children, and I think it's something very amazing that now 20 years later I'm back working with children. Like I started my first business, it was for the children, it was for my age people, you know, teens, teenagers, and now I'm back together with teenagers, maybe 20 plus, but I'm already as a teacher. So it's also coming from this brand which you develop, and people start to understand how they can leverage your experience, your expertise in new ways. And also you get invitations. It can be keynotes, it can be moderating panels, it can be moderating stages. I had this amazing experience becoming a stage moderator and panel moderator 1 year ago. For me, it's a big surprise because by my nature, you wouldn't believe, but I'm pure introvert. I'm well-trained introvert because there is this tradition in our region that there is this Christmas time and there is this pine tree at your home and you make the candles and you have this family moment together with your close ones, and sometimes you even tell poems, and you know, your family wants to give you a gift. But I had this problem to tell poem at the pine tree because I was really shy, even with my family. It was like 5-6 years ago. So for me, it's a big step for me that not only I'm exposed in social media, but I'm really exposed on stage, you know, moderating stage, meeting people I haven't met ever, or giving panel on my topic. And it was really great experience, which gave me a lot of, you know, a new dose of confidence, but also a new dose of curiosity. How can you develop your brand? Where it's going? What's happening? Where can I explore myself? How can I develop my brand even more? And what's good about events when you go there, moderate, do keynotes, do panels, is that it's again about scaling. It's not one-on-one conversation on the street. It's large number of professional people in the specific topic who are seeing you and hearing you and respecting you. So it's again about strengthening your brand, scaling your brand. And from there, you never know what's coming next. So 1 year later, this is this year, 2024, the new conference comes, and my partners asking me, you know, about ideas, how can I engage? And I say, what if we use the leverage of those 200 plus speakers you will invite for only those 2 days in person? How can we leverage this knowledge and start to have these conversations before the conference? I say, I want to make podcasts for you. So we started podcasts 2 months before the conference, and we invited those brands and the experts from the brands from different countries to go online. I used to do it with my friends. I didn't have this, you know, experience to do it with other brands to represent the conference, to talk with other experts on cybersecurity, on technical things, on applications and artificial intelligence topics, and banking and e-commerce, and just name it. I was like, wow, we made like more than 20 conversations or something, around 20 conversations in 1 month. Some days I had 3 or 4 podcasts in a row. It was such a a really good experience. But again, it's about this reputation, how you protect your own reputation, how you protect the conference reputation, how you support the reputation of those who are guests, because many of them did those interviews for the first time. So my goal was to support them, encourage them, make them feel comfortable, open up with the right questions, and make everything happen smoothly technically. So it was a big responsibility, but great experience. And it's again about scaling my brand. This is the way how I scaled brand among my community, among conference community, and among communities of those brands and those executives who were here in the conversation. So it's about scaling, trust for your brand. So it was really good experience. I will show you how it looked just from the, like so many different conversations, education, cybersecurity, learning, system development, e-commerce with the banks, cybersecurity, fintech, legal, just name it, artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence learning, web development, IT solutions, big data, and so on. So it was really good. And again, we streamed on different platforms, and not only on the conference platforms, but also on the guest platforms. So we multiplied all these streams again. So we move. And I was really happy again this year to be on a stage as well as a moderator for the whole stage, and also with my panel, be able to be there with trusted professionals and have these conversations. What I have here, it's about this conference, what it is. It's really a tech conference for businesses. It's very interesting, a lot of brands, a lot of speakers, connected many professionals from several countries at once for 2 days. It was a good experience. A lot of technology, and I realized artificial intelligence and technology is coming. It's like today. It's not new, old news, but in general, people are important always, and people will make the final decision anyway. Even the technology is here to support us, to give us maybe some shortcuts, and also for our brand. We can always use different, tools and platforms and artificial intelligence to create our content and visuals, and use prompts to have the good posts. But we make decision. We make decision if it's what we need. If this color, if this text, if this post, this is human. So it was very interesting. So it's a really good conference to show you. So moving from there. Wait, it brings me back. Sorry. Back. Yeah, and we never know, for example, these kind of networking events, professional events, they always open up new bonds, new relationships, and also new opportunities. But it's our responsibility how we treat each and everyone we meet, how we give value for everybody we meet, and those people feel that it's not only passing by conversation, but it's conversation with open ending. So it's something that you can always restart and continue. So we never know where something goes. And for me, new things from this year is also some new experiences I started to add. It's about giving to community, and it's not about being paid or being invited, but it's about you showing proactive interest in supporting community. And this is youth. This is school children. This is children from 7th to 9th grade, and this is children from 10th to 12th grade. So it's free. It's a volunteer experiences where I go there as a coach, as a lecturer, and I don't know where it's gonna lead me, but I'm really, really enjoying, and those possibilities also came from LinkedIn and also from maybe proactive communication, maybe from relationships you have built in some other projects. So we never know how it leads us where. So what's next? I don't know. Do you know what's next for you? I guess you also don't know because how can you know? You know, how can you know? One thing I know for myself, and it would be just heartful invitation for you, is just to stay on your line, as I say here, because your line, it means that follow your heart, follow your passion, follow your hobbies, follow what you enjoy and want to develop, follow some interest for something, don't put it aside. Try to dig deeper, maybe put some extra effort, put some extra step, but don't give up so easily. Just, try to develop, and maybe, there is this saying that sometimes it's just one more day and you would overcome the challenge, but sometimes it's really about adding one more step, adding one more day, and continue something that you really love and your passion and your idea, and just don't give up so easily. And I use this diamond quite often when I speak with my partners, my friends, with teams, professionals, and I feel that each and everyone from us is a unique diamond. There is no other like you in the whole world, because you have your own unique story, how you were born, what's your family background, what's your education background, what's your hobbies, interests, friends, passions, education, work, business, anything. There is no other person like you. And when you take yourself as a diamond in your hand and just twist from different angles, you will see that there is so much in you valuable. You just have to decide which side of you is the one you want to develop and put in front now. Or you do it in person, or you do it online, but this is your decision. Okay, I want to develop this side of me, and this side will go like a front side, which I will develop like a, I'd say, this will represent my brand. Like you decide what it is, what you want to put in front, because I have many interests, but I'm not putting all of them in front, because there are some things that I feel it's more about where I want to go professionally. And I had this good coincidence or coincidence. Yeah. Maybe, Gary Vee. He's a thought leader, popular in all the platforms, like super, super popular. Just a moment, I check my kids. No, nothing. Everything is good. Gary Vee is a popular thought leader. Like Instagram, you see 10 million. The same on TikTok, the same on X, the same on LinkedIn. He's like superpower. He speaks a lot of about marketing, business development, social media, personal development, leadership, a lot of good things. And just a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, his team posted this post on all the platforms. And it's about, that sometimes we give up too early on us, and we think that we are not worthy, we don't have this idea, we don't have this skill, we don't have this and that and that and that. But why we treat ourselves like this? We have so much already, and we can always, develop ourselves. It's about not giving up so easily on us, and try to, look deeper in yourself, what you feel interested in, what you feel passionate about, what you want to learn. And this will also help your brand, and this will also help yourself feel more excited about life, excited about opportunities, excited about new ideas, new collaborations, partnerships, business ideas, anything. So I really love this post. It really came together with my diamond. I used this diamond for some time, so I'm really happy that it appeared more. I love Oksana's heart. But what has been a very useful tool for me is this one, which is, it comes from Japan. And in Japanese, it's called ikigai. It's how they say, it's a secret of a joyful life. And it's about, why it's worth to be living. And this concept, which is really interesting, I really suggest you to look it up in internet and look at why it's good for our brand. I will explain you the idea, how I use it, and how I sometimes practice myself or offer my partners to do this exercise. Is, for example, we can start from the yellow circle. It is what you are good at. Some things that you're really good at, you can wake up in the middle of the night and it's like easy game, you can do it. Some can sing, some can write, some can dance, some can, I don't know, draw something, some can make something with their hands, like build a house or whatever. It depends, it's individual, it's your diamond, But then we can move on the green circle. It's what you love. It's even more important, because it's not that all the things we can do is what we really love, right? Maybe I can wash dishes really good, but it's not my favorite thing, And then we can move to the purple, which is what the world needs, actually, where you can put your heart and people really need it. They look for this, And then we come to the orange, what you can get paid for. So this is the exercise you can use for your branding. Really understand what you can do, what you love, what you feel passionate about, what is really needed out there from what you are passionate about, and what really now can be really paid for. Or you are an employee, or you are a business owner, It's sometimes we look in different direction, but we should really make some due diligence and see realistically that maybe not all our hobbies are meant to be, but actually some of our skills are meant to be developed and be leveraged and be get paid for. This is a good exercise for your career development and your personal brand development, and really understand how you can develop yourself and position yourself, and really give some value for others and receive some value back. So when we speak about still the same topic, online personal brand, it's very important to have the goal, because without the goal, we are like, go there, pick that, don't know what, come back, bring that, don't know what. It's like, going somewhere. You're on the road, but you don't know where you're going. So goal is very important. And the goal is really connected with your diamond. The goal is really connected with your ikigai. What is what you feel passionate about? What is something that world really needs? And I really see me going there. I will, develop my career there. I will develop my brand there. I will develop this product there. The goal is important. And it's tightly connected with also using social media for our goal, which platforms, why, what we do there, because otherwise it's like full phone with apps. You don't know what to do there. You just waste your time, and it's like another wasted day, and nothing, no results. So goal is very important. And it's important to understand what we want to do, whom we want to reach, and what impact we want to give to that audience, So we have to really understand why we do something in life, in business, in career, and also in branding, and also in building our brand at scale online. So we have to know what is the audience whom we want to help, what they really would need from us, what they would really benefit from us. And everything we do is to support them so they can really relate to what we do. And then when we know the audiences, it's much easier to understand, okay, I have these 3 audiences and they live on those 2 platforms, for example, because not everybody uses every platform, right? There's always some people use platform 1, 2, 3. Some people use platform 3, 4, 5. Some people use platform 1, and some people don't use any platforms. So it's like, you know, you always have to know whom I want to serve, who are those people, what they need, and where they live. And then when we understand which platform they use, and they can use several, then we understand, okay, and then we have to consider those formats, which are tightly connected with those platforms. So this is like the mind work we have to do. Like it's more like a, there is the sequence, you know, you cannot rush ahead the sequence. First, you have to know what it is your goal, what is your audience, what they need, where they are, what formats they love. And this is the way how you can help them use the formats, use the platform, and talk to the topics they can relate and really love you. Some slides for me, just an example. For example, how we can, this is just an idea, for example, of communication channels. Okay, I will decide that, for example, I will have my homepage, maybe some special landing page, and maybe some blog for the SOE. So we can always, you know, fit the Google search results with our blogs. And blogs are special because people look for the information and then they can land on your blog. It's an awesome tool. But then we can decide, for example, which social media we want to use. And okay, I will use also email marketing, for example. So you can, we will talk about it in a minute, but it's just an idea how you brainstorm what you need. And then we can also brainstorm on the different, it's a different angle, how you can see the content, because there are contents which are specific for each platform and they cannot be used on other platforms. For example, text posts. If I choose, for example, LinkedIn and YouTube, and I cannot use text posts as efficiently on YouTube as on LinkedIn. So it's more like LinkedIn specific tools. I cannot use them on, I don't know, TikTok. So I can use them only on LinkedIn. Audio live. I cannot use audio live on, I don't know, TikTok. So I can use it only on LinkedIn. So it's really platform specific content. It's not the content you can leverage for all the platforms. But then there's flexible content, which you can use for many repurpose ideas. Like when you have blogs or newsletters, you can have them on LinkedIn, for example, you can have them in homepage, you can have on email marketing. So blog and newsletter is something that you can really leverage in different ways, like video snippets. Awesome. TikToks, YouTube shorts, reels on Facebook, reels on Instagram. So many ways how you can use video snippets. Image carousels. You can use them on Instagram. You can use them on LinkedIn, for example. So it's more like flexible content. And then there's also content which you can always use. You know, you can always come back to it, like those live conversations or the long format. So this is the way how you think about your resources and what you have to create. And is everything only specific for each platform, or there's still something that can be really flexible for your choice? You know, if you choose 1, 2, 3 platforms, then this content is really easily you can be reused in different platforms. One more thing about content plan. Not to make it more difficult for you, I want to say you that content plan is always your resources. If you don't have time, if you don't have money, it's you who decide how simple or how complicated your content plan is going to be. Nobody can say you that you have to post 5 times a week on 5 platforms and then your brand will be visible. No, you can start with 1 post, 1 platform, but it's about starting, start small. It's very important. Start with something. Don't procrastinate and don't get scared, and you will always have possibility to grow, the platforms, grow the number of communication. So as you remember from my brand, I started with the skis when I was 1.5 years. Then I moved to the trampoline. Then I moved to snowboard events and so on and so on. It's the same like in life, the same with your online communication. You start with small. But what is really important when we start to publish something online, when we start to be online, remember about this audience. So it's very important to have your goal and have your audience in mind. What is the most important? How you can help them. So even if you have one post a week in one platform, always think not that you want to sell, but always think, how can you help them? What is their need? What is their pain? What is the topic they would really, really appreciate? So always go first with the audience. And there are a lot of free resources and tools. This is my call for you. Use everything that is for free, because there's a lot of learning options, a lot of tools, a lot of apps we can really leverage on the level while it's free. This is my call for you. Really explore what you can, and always look for the new technologies, like what you can learn new, like new skills, new tools. Like always be this student, always be this curious person who wants to learn something new. My call, really, the video is for the stay. Video is important, no matter how old are we, in what field we are. Video content is the one that really has many dimensions. It has voice, it has emotions, it has written content, it has audio content, it has picture. So leverage video, learn video, try and do videos. And when you do like better, always look for the ways to delegate. There's always some friends, some students, somebody who is close to you who wants his first or her first experience, and you can leverage some projects and some tasks to the people close to you to help you. So you can think more about the business development, and people help you with some small tasks. And speaking of content, it's like a bridge, our goal is to build value with our content. Remember, this is very important. It's not about me. It's about how we can help somebody. So content is really the bridge to the trust, and where the trust comes, also the scale trust comes. Those people will appreciate your content and help to scale it. That we speak people, because like we spoke, people engage, and then they trigger social media algorithms. And this is the way how we can be scaled with our brand. People will confirm that they like what we do, and they will help to scale us. It's a good quote by Jim Rohn. I really love this quote. And he says, to succeed in sales, we have to speak to a lot of people. And the good thing, there are a lot of people. So it's about social media. There are a lot of people. It's about our presence there. We have to be present, because people are present there. We need to arrive there and be consistent and be present. And speaking of consistency, it's the most important. If you start small, keep small. But the main thing is be consistent. It doesn't mean that you have to jump high in the next day, but it's about coming back and doing the same, showing up and engaging with your community, creating content, and being present. Because this pathway to you, or a career goals or business goals, it's quite long. People first, when they start to see you, they get interested about you, they start to engage with you, and maybe they decide to contact you, invite, I don't know, for career conversation or for the business conversation. It's a long way, it's like a marathon. And on each step, you have to put this effort, be present, be friendly, be consistent, give value. So it's a very interesting way, but you never know. There are a lot of sprint bonuses along the way. Even if it's a marathon, it's full of sprint surprises. One thing I want to suggest you is think about the flow, like systems, when you have several platforms, or maybe your Instagram, and then maybe your, I don't know, homepage, or maybe your LinkedIn. Try to think how you can link all together. So people go and see you in some webinar, but then they have link and they can go to your web page. And from the web page, they can go to your Instagram. And from the Instagram, they can go to your, I don't know, landing page. Try to bond your online activities together. I have this great person in mind. I really love Naushin. She's public speaking coach. Just an example of what I found. She has this course, for example. Then she has she had podcasts too somewhere. Speak as a Leader podcast. Yeah, you can hear her. You see Spotify, Apple, Amazon, so many platforms. So it's podcast. So it's a blog. And there's LinkedIn presence. And everything is connected. All the web pages, all the social media, all the tools, everything is connected with links. And so it's very important that your one platform you choose, it's not like an isolated island, it's not lonely island. Try to bond them all together so people can really move from one platform to another, from product page to Instagram, from Instagram, I don't know, to your email newsletter, and try to put it all together so they really don't get lost. And they really get value, maybe not they get value from the LinkedIn, but then they get value maybe from your newsletter. If they like the newsletter, they will go to your, I don't know, YouTube. And from the YouTube, they want to try your course. And from trying course, they will maybe want to, I don't know, buy your book, It's like a journey, but you put it together. And moving forward, if we finalize our call today, speaking about online personal brand, my call for you today is, think to really take care of you, staying authentic. Don't look at somebody else, because remember, your unique diamond, there is nobody like you, and everybody else path is based on their experience, their goals. And they don't know your goals. Only you know your goal. So your goal is unique. And that's why you stay authentic, to build those trusted relationships. And when you are trusted by people, they will really help, to scale your brand. And here is a small video from me with music.
In a real live hold down, don't be a come take it to the floor now. Woo! Huh. It's a real live boogie in a real live hold down, don't be.
Thank you. So yeah. Always believe in yourself. Always remember that you are the key driver for your brand, and you are the brand. Nobody else knows how to do it. What's the best? Only you know. So this is again my QR code, and I'm really thankful for Oksana and Vineta and Riga Tech Girls and Share About the World and SCLV and Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Latvia, for all putting together this. Thank you very much. And thank you everybody for your time and love and engagement in this today's session.
Oh, well, I'm like speechless. I'm sorry, Eva, but I'm really speechless now because I'm like impressed. I want to listen more. You're so amazingly inspiring. And I'm like going through the comments that we have on the YouTube page, and I have the feeling that we today will have the most comments from participants in the whole program.
Awesome. I really
amazing. Yeah. And yes, ladies, please go and grab this opportunity to ask Eva any questions related to the topic. Please do this. And while I'm like gonna read those comments and questions. Please very fast type those questions to Yeva. And well, the first, like a bit of technical question to you: how do I make my own QR code? Is it so difficult to do?
Please, Oksana, can you read again? What does it?
Yes, the question was, how do I make my own QR code?
QR code.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I will surprise you again. The introvert was one surprise. The other surprise is I'm not technical person, so I Google
Oh, okay.
how to make QR code, and you just have to use free resource. You add your link, and they will create the QR code for your link. You know.
If I'm not mistaken, there is such an opportunity in Canva, such a feature in Canva. So if you're using Canva, so you can go there, and there is like a special feature, QR code, and Canva can do it for you. You just insert the link to which you should go, and the magic will happen in a couple of seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so
I love technical questions.
okay, some other comments. Interesting course for real. So talent is really refreshed the mind, okay, and within the fresh school year. It was about the story with the bracelets, and brand grows by excellent customer service. That's true. I was amazed by Madra's story, so I'm like impressed because I'm like the user, I'm the customer of almost everything you did earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is the funniest thing, that actually life shows us that our life is like a puzzle, and we put one piece by another, but we cannot exceed the time. Only after some time we see that everything had its role for building our brand, you know?
Yeah, yes. Some other comment, I will read them aloud. So this is truly inspiring indeed. Be curious in people. I do love this. Podcast is very excellent, easy to get feedback. Then brand grows by scaling trust for your brand. It's not about being famous, it's about reaching more people. Then I love the comment, the example of being a diamond.
Yeah.
Yes, this has been a great session for me. It has given more confidence to continue and grow my new project. Thank you so much, Yeva.
I'm really happy. Thank you very much.
Very informative session, and branding starts with you. It's about you and your passion. Diamond, very special, very inspiring. I now can fly. What are you doing, Yeva? This is amazing.
It's good. That was a goal.
Yeah. One more question, not technical one, but specifically for you. So how can one strike a balance between a professional and personal brand image, especially
I love this question.
Yeah, that there are many social platforms out there for various usage. So how you can balance in between?
You know, my answer to this would be, imagine we are professionals 24 hours a day, right? It's not like I come home from my work and I'm not professional anymore.
Yes.
But I'm also human 24 hours a day. So that's the answer, you know. People don't like to be sold. People love to choose from whom they buy, and they love to know people, and they love to, you know, follow people. And we make choices because of people, not because of, you know, some offer only. So it's about good balancing your personality and your professional, you know, angle. So people love to hear stories, and people love to know you, and they will trust more your service just because of you, of your uniqueness and your personal values. I don't know, everything. Love the question. Lovely
Yes, yes. We have more. We're not stopping now. So don't procrastinate and don't get scared. Very important. I'll leverage on what is free. Thumbs up. Start small and grow progressively. Whoa, amazing presentation. Have shared a post on Twitter X. So you have followers, yes. What a great ending. And here comes the question. How and where to draw a limit on personal info we share? Sometimes they are used against us.
This is our personal decision, like our brand and our reputation. It's how we feel, you know. Nobody can tell you how far you go. It's your decision because it's your responsibility. So yeah. You know, I think personal is different from how to say, personal can be your attitude, your experience, your thoughts, your feelings, but it doesn't mean that you have to show personal information, you know. It can be your personal attitude to something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got it. Yes, one more question.
Cool.
So it's a bit connected with the previous one, so with some of the previous ones. So how do I balance my personal brand with my current job role? Should they align closely, or is it okay if they differ a bit?
It's a good thing to ask and think. You know, what I say, here's the math for you. Imagine how many hours are in one day. Just
24.
calculation. 24 hours. And then how many hours are in 1 week? I will help you.
Yes.
168 hours. So 168 hours of life in week. And in general, how many work hours we work when we are employees in week? Around
80.
40.
Yeah, 40 hours a week.
40. So if you take 168 minus 40, you get 128 hours of life apart from your office. And you can spend it on sleeping, dancing, developing your hobbies, your interests, your side hustles, your 5 side hustles, anything. You have life, you know. You are not owned by your employer because employer just, you know, 1/4 of your week life, and all the 3/4 parts you can use for your experiences you want to explore in this life. Life is short. Life is
Yeah.
good.
And I will check like more questions. Yeah, there's one more question. Are there any like common mistakes that people make when building their personal brand online, and what we should try to avoid?
Me is one of the common things. I think when you want to go first with look how nice I am, look how smart I am, look what I have to offer, look my certificate, look my new, I don't know, car or whatever, me. This is just, you know, about you, but it's not about how can I help others and how can I make others relate to what I have to give you, you know, how can I help you? So you're not building relationships with me.
Great. I guess that this is the same goes about the like networking rule. When you just try to network to different people, it's not about you presenting yourself. It's about how you can help others. So I guess it's like the golden rule of the networking.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll check if we have like more questions. For now, I think no.
Great.
Wow, but I still want like this session not to end. I would love to hear more from you. So I definitely need the continuation of the session. But I know we're like short of time, and there are some limits, and the program limits and session limits, and yes, of course. So thank you so much. Thank you. This was a really not just valuable, insightful, awesome, amazing session for all of the participants. I guess that this was a very valuable, like a full like dot into the program itself. So we've learned a lot of like technical things, but first we should think about ourselves. We should think that those are like tools, just tools, and we are diamonds who can use whatever instrument, whatever service, whatever tool you want to use. But we should think and we should trust in ourselves and in our authenticity. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, and of course, thank you, our dear participants, for your comments, for your engagement, for inspiration that you shared with us through your comments. And thank you so much for being with us today. And thank you for questions, of course. And well, sure, thank you for everyone who will be watching this session in the recording. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear Yeva, for joining our program, for joining this session.
I appreciate for such opportunity. For me, it's just an honor, and I'm really happy to give more inspiration and impulse, because I also started somewhere, and I really appreciate other people who have been on my path giving impulse to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I have a couple of organizational information for participants. Because, okay, today we had the very final session of the program, the 10th session of the program. But what's next? You may ask. So first of all, we'll take the test after the program. Just to complete the program, each of you will take a short test, like 20 questions, covering like key topics, key concepts that we explored. So this will help you just to check your knowledge and to help you to prepare you to apply those skills like confidently in your everyday life. So test. Then you will get the certificate. Once you pass the test successfully, you'll receive a certificate recognizing your achievement. Of course, it might be a valuable addition to your profile, highlighting that you acquired your new digital skills. And in a couple of weeks, we'll let you definitely know about the specific date and time. We will have a special reflection session on Zoom. Of course, we will have one more session, one live session in Zoom, where we will get together, and we would love to hear from you, your impressions, your feedback, and your thoughts on the program. Of course, this will be like a chance to connect to each other once again, and to reflect on this journey that we had made together, this digital literacy journey. Okay, that was all from me. And of course, I will send you all the links and presentation session recording in our WhatsApp chat. Thank you so much once again, dear Yeva, for this session. We were extremely happy to have you here today.
Likewise.
Okay, thank you
Bye,
once again for being with us, and have a wonderful rest of the week.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.